Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and we're looking at your magic today. Absolutely. The magic of you today, Pisces, is seeing to your finish line. It's not only seeing your finish line, it's seeing the beautiful journey in front of you today as a success that you're longing for. Okay? It's your magic is the fact that you've stayed motivated through everything, through life, and determined to find this growth and balance. You are so close to it, I should say that you are right there. And I think the whole point to all of this is to finally realizing that you are there. You don't have to go any further. You actually are at the point that you've gained enough experience, enough wisdom to call it a win no matter what now. You can move forward feeling confident in what you do, feeling happy, wise, and we talked about that yesterday, and it was very powerful, and we talked a little bit about that today again, and that you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. The magic is that you've been through so much. The seer brought in some great wisdom this morning. So if you want to look at that with the 9, wonderful. We're going to look at the Knight of Air. We're going to let this go. I want you to let this go for now and to look at the Knight of Air, which is intellectual, determined, and motivated. Of course, the Knight of Air is the Knight of Swords. He's the one who is meets a challenge head on. And even if you don't think you have, Pisces, I did mention this morning that when life has been tough for you, you have met life head on and got it done. Because we always talk about things that we don't want to start or don't want to look at, but often in life there are things that don't give us a choice. And we have to get that Knight of Swords on his horse and going, right? It's sink or swim. And you swim. When it's come crunch time, you've really gotten it done. And I feel that this Knight of Air is saying that. You've been motivated to do it. Yet, you still always question yourself. Now is not that kind of time. Now is, as they say, the peaks of joy. You can float. If you look at this is almost like the mountain of the Fool right here coming up. But she's not here. She's like floating in air. Okay? Joy is there for you. It's available for you to tap into. It's a very different mindset than being in the winter. Being in a survivor, being in I'm going to cut you down and get through it. Now is very different. Now is 33 or 6, another great number. Let's take a look, Pisces. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. And again, there's that sharing with others that's coming in. Share this wisdom with others. Not the wisdom of life is not just about the end goal, it's about the journey. Because I heard that a million times in my life and never really could understand or grasp what the heck that was. It's like dropping one of these beautiful sentences that come around. I love memes. I'm the first one to admit it. I post them on my channel. I love it when people leave their little names on it so I can share their wisdom with the world. However, sometimes you need more to understand, to feel it deep within. To have somebody sit you down and say, well, how do I enjoy the journey? How is that done exactly? Because all I see is trying to get to a goal, right? And like they were talking about this week, the idea is that you have this entire knowledge base. Everything you should be Your mind should be blown with everything that you have learned. All the missteps, all the great steps, all the things you've actually learned to do with your hands, with your mind, with your body, with your soul. You have a plethora of options and a plethora of tools at your disposal, which help you find and direct you to where you need to go. One of them being your intuition, of course. So joy is yours today. No matter what you inquire, you'll be happy with the results. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart, and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. We keep harping on it, but joy and gratitude is definitely being grateful for everything. Just, if you can only sit for a moment and think to yourself, I have such a wealth of information that was given on by my parents, by everybody. I was motivated. I should be so proud of yourself. I want you to feel a sense of pride in everything that you've accomplished. No, it's not a sin. We fill ourselves so much with loading and self-doubt and having zero confidence in how we do things. When you take the time to really give yourself that kudos, that good job, you're fantastic, you've done so well. You give yourself the chance to feel like this, like you can float on a cloud. You're not weighed down by ice and winter and cold and have to fight through everything. You can just float your way through everything because you have a lot and you're open to receive and you're willing to share it. Okay? All right, beautiful ones. I'm going to take out some tarot here. Tomorrow is our roundup day, so it's the last day for the week. On Sunday, we're going to look at, is it the full moon in Taurus? Or is it a new moon? It's a new moon in Taurus coming in on the 19th. And also for the upcoming week. We're going to put her over here for now. We're going to look at these 4 cards. Yeah. The 5 of Pentacles, the card of alienation, of feeling alone. The Sun in reverse, also feeling like the dim. The sun's illumination has dimmed a little bit. And I think it's really to show the Knight of Air. Okay? And this motivation and this intellectual, motivated and determined space that we've been in, we've kind of not been shining a big light on it. The winter scenery always makes me think that of this as well, right? It's that feeling like you have to defend yourself, feeling like you've got to run after that challenge. You've got to handle disagreements aggressively, that you have to be moving at breathtaking speeds, but you're not really paying attention to everything around you. You're just kind of going, right? The one thing I notice about this card is the evergreen, right? The pine trees in the background. Remember this card from this morning, the pine trees? They're everlasting. They're always there. They're always available. I feel that the wisdom has always been available, but we weren't at that spot, right? We were stuck in these traditions and these things where we're being taught, right? And we were learning the hierophants about the teacher. But the thing is that what we didn't realize is that we were actually getting a whole bunch of resources coming in with that. There's a whole bunch of resources coming in to become at our disposal. But we never give ourselves, like I said, the kudos of feeling the greatness of who we are. I really feel that they're saying you're great energy, you're a great human. You just don't believe it enough. You don't give yourself enough kudos, enough congratulations, enough energy to believe it. You don't need to be full of yourself. You don't need to say, I know everything. But you can say, God, I've sure learned a lot. Isn't it fantastic how much I know, how much wisdom I accumulate every day? Every experience makes me such an even greater vessel of knowledge. Isn't that great? Right? It's to see it in that way. You have the Queen of Cups that came in. Intuition making a showing, again, has been showing up all week. The Magician. The Ten of Pentacles showing up again. I saw it at the bottom of the deck before I started taking these out. And of course, this is intuition and the tools, right? It's all about the tools, the magic tools. Today is about magic. You have the magic tools. They all came from every experience. Yes, even the sun being dimmed a bit. Yes, even the structures of old, the ancestry, what you've been taught by ancestors, passed down. See? Pope passing down to his subjects. Same thing. All of this, they're all good. There's no bad, there's no good. It's all wisdom. All of it. All of it is wisdom. And if you let it, it will contribute to what you need. Again, this is an ancestors card, ancestral wealth. It's all about gains. It's all about resources and gains here. You have the card of progress that came in as well. If Spirit keeps repeating, I feel they're saying you're making progress. It's starting to, you know, sometimes I'm going to say something to you. Sometimes I tell people, keep repeating what you just said to me. I think it's gone through the first 4 layers. I've got about 20. But I feel like it's going through the first 4 layers of my energy field. It takes me a while. So, in a way, not to be mean to you or anything, but I feel like it's going through your first 4 layers. Some of you are probably faster. You've probably had already the Eureka moment, went, Eureka, I understand. But for me, I need to be repeated. Oh, heck yes. Especially when I haven't thought in that way, right? So you have the Emperor coming in, and then in the end, the Ace of Swords. So that's that Eureka moment right here, that breakthrough. Aha! I get it. This is the way it needs to be done. This is the way I need to see life now, right? The Emperor, I said this quite a few months, we were harping on the Emperor being the stability is built on you. It is nothing outside of you. The stability you create comes from within you. Okay? So, this is it, Pisces. I mean, I could keep going on and on and on. But you know, life is about just grasping new things and new ways of being and new ways of doing. We judge ourselves so harshly. We say, oh, I'm good at that, but I could be better at that. It's almost like we give ourselves a compliment, but we got to give ourselves, we got to almost like punish ourselves for the things we don't do right. And the thing, like I said, I keep repeating, is that you have to remember that you're here to learn. So you'll never be perfect. You'll never get it all right. Please don't dim the light on all the knowledge that you've gained and the wisdom that you have. Use that energy to be bold and go for what you want without fear. Don't use this to be, don't use just your mind. Don't use just your determination. This feels like a chore to me. This feels like, oh, I gotta do it. I gotta get there. I gotta motivate to go. You get much further on the peaks of joy. You don't get weighed down with the ice and the snow. You float above it. Because you can see much further. You talk with transformation. You have discussions with it. That's a butterfly. You can actually have a discussion with transformation and go, hey, look, I'm changing again. I've learned something new. I'm changing again. Listening to some of these readings this week, you may feel like that. You may feel like, Eureka, I'm changing again. I feel different. I feel better. I feel empowered. And if any of that's happening, that's the best thing that can happen to you. Okay? So looking down here is not feeling alienated, out in the snow, out in the cold. Let it in. Be receptive. Receptive to joy and happiness. Let progress take over, and then you'll get a breakthrough. You'll get that moment of, I am abundant. I have resources. I have stability. I can get it done. I have it all. That's the big puzzle piece that's missing for you, Pisces. I hope that this has helped you. It's helped me. These have really helped me see and give myself a pat on the back and give myself the much needed love that I need. Make me feel more of a success immediately rather than when I get to goal. When I get to this point, I'll be a success. I'm successful today for everything that I've accomplished, everything that I've done. I've been through so much. And all of it has contributed to who I am. And I ended up okay. I ended up really good for some of these things, these intense lessons that were brought forward. I went over and above. It's like an A+. And as long as I keep walking in the direction of my intuition, my dreams, the life that I want to lead, enjoy, I keep winning at this. All right, Pisces, I'm going to let you go with this. Tomorrow, roundup, we're going to wrap it all up. Nice little bow and a nice little present for you. And I hope that you're having a wonderful week, a good day. I send you a lot of love, light, and blessings as always, Pisces. Take good care of yourself. Bye for now.